I'm speaking today on a chapter from G.K. Chesterton's book called The Enemies of Property. In this chapter, we see Chesterton promoting an ideal that we should get behind if we want to make the world better, and that is private ownership of property. He's making the argument that the enemies of property are both a heavy-handed sort of centralized state and a heavy-handed centralized capitalistic control. So it goes along with the chapter that comes later in the book, Hudge and Grudge, where he says, Hudge and Grudge, one's the big state, one's big business. They both say, give them all the power and they can make everything great again. He's really arguing for subsidiarity, which is a thing promoted by John Henry Newman, who in many ways, I would say personally, I'd like to think of him as a saint, but I can't say that yet because I'm a priest. G.K. Chesterton is a popularizer of the ideas of John Henry Newman, St. John Henry Newman, and the Second Vatican Council is largely an approval of John Henry Newman's ideas. And subsidiarity is a big part of what Chesterton's talking about. You'll notice, for instance, he's always talking about scale, which has to do with subsidiarity, and local control should always be respected and maintained. If there's a centralized control that needs to come in and help out when a local town, city, or state can't defend itself or survive a disaster, big authorities coming in to help out are good, but as soon as they are able to get things going again on the local level, it's better. It respects the scale of a human individual. It's also arguable that it slows down progress, not in a bad way, but in a good way, because unfettered progress also tramples the rights of the individual, therefore, the family, which is the cell of society, and the church. So he's saying that an ideal we should all have is to have private ownership, but he makes a very good point. Again, it's private ownership of a small property and a small house, one that fits like a glove, which and one that's first and foremost for family. And it's the concept of a home, not just a place to live. It's also the locus of freedom, a place where you can eat dinner on the floor in your pajamas, like if you want to have a picnic, which you can't do when you go to a restaurant. Anyways, think that's a good overview of the whole book, and I hope you enjoy the book. God bless you all, and thank you. Oh, I have to go to, one of my students is having an engagement party and invited me, and it's a great honor, so that's my big excuse for abandoning you all. God bless you.